Make a wish.
Wednesday, walk with Wednesday.
Let's go. Here are our top 3 picks for best moments on our Disney cruise.
What?
You think we'll go walk? Lord of the Rings shirt check. Ta-da. We're back in the United States of America, and it is not as happy as the Caribbean. Man, Caribbean's perfect.
Yeah.
Could have stayed there forever.
Right.
But it is nice to be home.
I want to live here. I want to move here.
Yeah.
Every place we went, Cozumel,
oh my gosh, it was
Jamaica,
so beautiful.
Grand Cayman, Bahamas. Yeah.
Ella's like, I'm not getting on the boat. I was like, girl, that doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, we were on the Disney Treasure, the brand new, biggest, most expensive Disney cruise ever.
Disney Treasure, please welcome aboard the Westbays family.
Yeah.
It was magical, which is ironic to say because it's Disney, but it was absolutely magical.
Yeah. It was incredible.
Oh my gosh. So many little details that Disney does, like putting ketchup in the shape of Mickey Mouse. I mean, little things like that they don't have to do. They went over the top and did everything I could possibly think of. You and Ella eating those Mickey bars. I mean, the Mickey bars everywhere. You could get a Mickey bar delivered to your room at 3 a.m. It was epic.
And the kids actually did that.
Yes, they did.
They got chocolate chip cookies shaped like Mickey Mouse and Mickey ice cream bars.
Yeah, they even gave you one. They left it on your stomach while you were sleeping, so it was melted in the morning. Crazy
I think
kids.
I was like half awake. I put it in the little cooler in the room.
What we're going to do on this walk is we are going to talk about our top 3 moments of our cruise. So let's get into it.
When there was a brief about like 8-minute downpour in Cozumel, Mexico. It's the first time we'd seen rain in 7 months, and it was tropical rain, so it was pretty
fat
special.
rain, Forrest Gump would say.
Big old fat rain.
Plus we were playing out on the beach and on the inflatable obstacle course, and then right when we went out onto that pier with the swings.
Yeah, which is cool. We went out on this pier and it actually had a cover and it just started pouring down rain, so we kind of were trapped there, but it was also magical. There was tons of fish in the water. There was swings that we could swing on. Yeah, that's a good number 3. That's a good moment.
And I liked swinging on the swings and launching out into the water.
Yeah.
While it was raining, so.
I was too scared. I was afraid it was too shallow. It looked pretty shallow there. There was like a rock. That's a good number 3. It was very cool.
So what was your number 3?
Going to the Disney Royal Gathering, which was pretty special. We got to go meet 5 princesses and have as much time with each princess as we wanted. So Ella got to go up and chat them up a little bit, get their autographs. She brought her autograph book from Disneyland. She also wore a Rapunzel dress and met Rapunzel at the same time. And Rapunzel's like, I love your dress. It looks just like mine. People are gonna get us confused. It was so cute. There's just something magical about the characters on a Disney cruise.
And it was just you and her that did that.
Which was pretty special. She gave me like a rundown of her plan for the day and was very, very involved.
We on the princesses. Second, we order room service.
Okay.
Third, we walk around for a bit. And then fourth, we go on slides.
It's cool to watch the baby feel very adult for a minute.
Right.
I think she thought that was pretty cool.
In charge of her own destiny for the day.
Yeah, for the day. Because, I mean, on a cruise ship, kids can pretty much do whatever they want without getting into trouble. So,
Yeah, there's so much to do.
so much to do.
Cliff jumping at the Blue Hole in Jamaica. And not only was it just one location, we got to hike through. It wasn't
Like
even
this-
a hike. It was just
it
like
was
this
like
little
these-
walking trail.
It was like these walking trails that went through
The jungle.
the cliffs and the jungle. And it was like you cross over this little bridge and then you walk up these rocks and then there's stairs with railing and then like something out of a romance novel. It wasn't real. It didn't feel real. The water was so pretty. The waterfalls were absolutely soul cleansing. They were just perfect. It was just a perfect day.
And we spent about 10 minutes at each spot.
Oh my gosh.
We had to talk Isaiah into it for like 20 minutes. When they finally did it, everyone applauded and cheered for him.
Cheered.
It was absolutely ridiculous watching these big boys be so scared and Jackson's like holding a camera, filming himself flying off the rock.
Yep. And Jordan did it.
Jordan did it at the very end. Jordan finally jumped in. Jackson was just like flinging himself off, like
Jackson
no
was
fear
looking
at
forward
all.
to it a lot.
Yeah,
And so was I,
so excited.
Yeah, that was my number 2. And I especially liked that each location had like 2 or 3 pools.
Yeah.
And it was just like, everywhere you looked, it was like this dense, beautiful jungle, and
Absolutely.
then these like turquoise blue holes where the water's
So
like
pretty.
20 feet deep at least. Yeah, so it was awesome.
It was amazing.
I would do it again.
My number 2 was you're gonna kill me. Seriously, you're gonna kill me. Merch.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. There was so much Disney merch. It was so cool. There was hidden menus where if you ordered off of it, you got to keep the cup. Oh my gosh. Like, I just was in shopping heaven. And if I'm gonna put shopping heaven, I should also say the ports. The amount of souvenirs we got, so cute. Like, I got this wooden flower with a butterfly and a hummingbird, my 2 favorites. We always get a magnet from each location, so we got our magnets.
Yeah, little fridge magnets.
Little fridge magnets
From
for
each country. We always get currency from each country, bills and coins, and then we put them into this little clear display case
Yeah,
on our bookshelf.
which is pretty cool. It's getting full.
The amount of merch, it's insane. It's like a
Gosh.
floating mall. There's so
Yeah.
many stores where you can buy so
many
much stuff.
stores. I had to like restrain myself because there were so many cool things. We got the super cute Spirit jerseys, which we're gonna start collecting from all Disney parks, which are the sweatshirts that we really love. The shopping was amazing. I loved it.
I just passed by all the shops. I went in there a little bit just to get some footage of like how the massive inventory.
Yeah, they had an $18,000 diamond encrusted statue of Jasmine and Aladdin, if you're curious.
On the stuff ranging between like $18 and $18,000. So everything you could possibly think of is in those merch stores on the ship. So, and then when you go into port, of course, there's, you know,
The souvenirs and the-
millions of stands with souvenirs and
the handcrafted stuff, which was really cool.
Yeah.
So we actually brought a second or a 8th suitcase. We stuffed a suitcase inside of a suitcase, which is a great way.
On the way there. Yeah.
On the way there. It's a great way to not have to check so many bags. And then on the way home, pull it out, fill it with souvenirs, and then check it. I think we should do an honorable mention. My honorable mention is the food. The food is so good. I could have married my cheese souffle that I had. What's your honorable mention?
Say the entertainment.
Entertainment. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, the Moana show, the Beauty and the Beast show, and even
all the characters singing in unison is like, it just gives you goosebumps.
Yeah.
And the set pieces are insane. There's just so much entertainment all the time. There's comedy shows.
Indiana Jones show. There was a Jungle Cruise show. There was a pirate show. There was the Sail Away show alone to really set the tone for the whole cruise.
It was pretty epic.
Seeing all
that was out
the
on
characters.
The pool deck.
Yeah, seeing the characters and then being surprised by the princesses coming out and then the horn blew. Oh, it's just so magical. It made me cry.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go on our next Disney cruise. I mean, I'm already looking at bookings and he's rolling his eyes already.
I'm like, we need to do work.
I'm like, who wants to edit videos? I want to plan our next cruise.
Yeah.
But it was magical. 2 very enthusiastic Mickey Mouse thumbs up.
Snorkeling in Grand Cayman, above a shipwreck.
Epic.
Just
Above
about.
a shipwreck.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
So
a big
cool.
shipwreck too. It was like over 200 feet long.
Huge.
And Noelle saw, and we all saw, because Noelle saw, a sea turtle, a big sea turtle.
He was hiding in the shipwreck.
So cool.
And I looked and I saw him poke his little head out, and then I pulled my head out and I screamed, "Sea turtle!"
And our deep diver guides said that that was super rare.
Yeah, that area doesn't have a lot of sea turtles.
Sea turtles in that shipwreck area. But we also saw 2 huge pufferfish. We saw about 1,000 different varieties of tropical fish. Yeah, I saw a parrotfish like bite coral.
So cool. Which is how sand is made, we learned.
Right. And then the coolest thing of that snorkeling trip for me was we saw a stingray, a pretty big stingray.
So cool.
And it was on the bottom. It was on the sand surface, about 30 feet down, and I was following it for a while with my underwater Action 5 camera. Our deep diver guide asked me for my camera, and he grabbed it and took it all the way down 27 feet underwater to get a super close-up of the stingray. Like,
you could see it breathing. Oh my gosh, and its
so
eyes
like,
blinking, and oh my gosh, it's just, to be that close to something that terrifying.
Yeah, like you could see the spine
barb.
Yeah, the barb. That whole snorkeling was like,
he's crocodile hunter.
I wanted to stay out in the water longer just because there was so much to look at.
Me too. The water was so warm. I mean, it was like cool water, but like not,
it was very
ice
comfortable.
cold.
It was cold for like the first 20 seconds, and then you were used to it.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh, the weather was just so humid and warm, but not too humid. It was just, it felt like a warm blanket hugging you. It was great. Oh, I loved it. In case you're in the Grand Caymans, we recommend it 110%.
For sure.
I would do it again in a heartbeat. Yeah, it was breathtaking. We've been snorkeling before. This is definitely the best snorkeling I've ever seen. Water was so clear. I mean, it was just like water, just like regular water.
You could see 30 feet down to the bottom and pick out little tiny, like 1-inch long fish. It was so clear.
And there were fish of every color. I mean, it was like a rainbow under there. It was beautiful.
So you can show plenty of B-roll of our snorkeling footage on that.
The more we talk about it, the more footage I can add.
What's your number one?
The Disney Magic. The Disney Magic is my number one. There were so many magical moments on our cruise that I just can barely give words to. Our son Jackson meeting Pluto, the magical experiences we had with all the characters, the magical experiences at Castaway Cay, Disney's private island. We got to meet a bunch of characters. We had I hate to say it, but the most magical time, because they do everything to 100. And then the characters, they had these character meet and greets, so you would go stand in line, and they were in the app like, oh, Black Panther's at 9:15. They also had this special Disney magic where you'd just be walking around the ship, and all of a sudden it's Prince Ali and Jasmine. And they grabbed Ella's hand and took her on a walk. And we were just walking around. We had no idea they were out.
They'd sneak out onto level 5, and then which overlooks the big grand hall. And so they were on like the right side of the ship, and then they just brought her around to the left side.
Yeah, and then we went downstairs and bumped into Tiana and Naveen. Just both of them, just walking around bored almost. They had all these backdrops for photography, and just the photographers. We got to know our photographers by name. They were so good. They were just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, they went the extra mile, which really, really makes you feel special. It really makes your vacation less stressful, more enjoyable, and more magical.
They go above and beyond, and they're so considerate and thoughtful.
And friendly and connected. Like, we felt really connected to our servers and our room attendant. Giselle, oh my gosh, Giselle was a freaking angel.
Perfect.
Pluto, you're
Everybody
so
come watch.
talented.
Everybody come watch.
Okay,
Every
come
dog
watch.
can sign his name, but he can't.
Wow.
Pretty special. It took him a lot of bones, maybe a couple bags of them, but he got it eventually.
Man, Pluto, can you teach our dogs to do that? Our dogs are not very well behaved.
I loved every second of it. There was no complaints. If you're thinking about booking a cruise and you're not sure which brand to go with, we've only been on Carnival and Disney Cruise, but Disney wins over Carnival, hands down, by far. It's more expensive, but you see where the money goes.
Right.
So that's our walk this week. If you have any questions about the Disney Treasure, shoot them our way. We're not professionals at it, but we were on it for 7 days before lots of people. We were only on the 4th sailing. So if If you have any questions, put them in the comment. Each day we're doing a daily vlog and a vlog on each kind of subject, kind of like what we talked about. So yeah, so definitely like, subscribe, and share because we have some amazing content coming out.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.